How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at Ghostlore number 5, written by Cullen Bunn and put out by Boom Studios. And overall, this is a series I've been enjoying. It's an interesting concept that the dead want to tell you their stories, but that can be a lot on the living, a little mini anthology checking out all these different stories, and a slowly unveiling plot. This is issue 5, and from what I gather, this is going to be 12 issues, which will be 4 issues for Act 1, 4 for Act 2, and 4 for Act 3. So we're starting out, which will be Volume 2 right now, which is the middle chunk, and that is pretty good, because we pretty much got all the plot we could out of where the first setup was, which was the dad and the daughter together drifting apart. Here we kind of see the daughter's new world, going into the big city, finding other people like her, and forming a bit of her own family. And it is interesting seeing more about how the ghost world works and finding other people who know about it. It does make the world seem bigger. I am a little nervous on a few things. One, this group of people, and it's just like, oh hey, we're all friends, and everything's gonna work out good. And I don't know about having something just so good and so happy and so peaceful just suddenly appear, right? There's gotta be more to it than that. There's gotta be a darker angle or something, right? Because it can't just be something good appearing out of nothing. Am I too cynical? But also I worry, like, you know, if they're the good guys and then where the dad's drifting down, they're the bad guys, I really don't want this to drift into being black and white, because it was about the daughter and the father surviving trauma together but then drifting apart. I like it when it's more gray area, and I'm hoping that we don't actually see the dad in this issue, but I'm hoping that things don't get too overly simplified as the time goes on, and it is one of those just cross your fingers and wait and see what happens. But introducing us to a bigger world and seeing this one side of it, it is starting to heat up, and we are starting to see more, so it is very good for the beginning of Act 2. I just hope it keeps it up. Anyway, if you guys want to see a little bit of the story, a little bit of the art, I can dig in and talk about some specifics. I'm not going to do any major spoilers, but if you want to see a little bit more, let's go and switch over to the close-up camera. Alright, here we are inside the castle, taking a closer look at Ghostlore number 5. And right off the bat, I do want to say they've gotten some pretty nice painterly covers lately. This is a pretty cool cover. The ghost coming in and whispering to her, and just the way the light is shining on each of their faces but in different directions. It's a pretty nice cover. So yeah, that's cool. The back is going to be once again the same with the Ghostlore logo and these vines. 05011 from 2023, and Murakami is the cover artist. And there's the Boom Studios logo. If we crack it open, we can see the credits as well. Ghostlore created by Cullen Bunn and Leomacs, Cullen Bunn the writer, illustrated by Leomacs, and the section The Tree is illustrated by Naomi Franquiz. Not 100% sure how to pronounce that. And there's the rest of those as well. After that, we'll get into the story proper. Now, I'm not going to be doing any major spoilers, but let's take a little bit of a look at this story, a little bit at the art, and talk about a few plot points. But again, no significant spoilers. We open up the bus station. The daughter gets out, and she's gotten quite a few missed calls from her dad, who is worried about her. However, she's going into the big city from the country. Yeah, bigger city, more ghost, and they start to surround her, and of course, no one else is going to see the ghost but her, so it's like, that's what people see versus what she sees, and they're all saying, help me, the storm is coming, that's something. Can you listen to my story and help me pass on? I don't want to be here any longer. But of course, it's overwhelming. Now, we do get where someone will show up who will offer to help her out, and they find out that they're in the same boat and they can both see Ghost, and she actually waves her hand and sends the ghost away. So a strange new ghost power. And it said, she says she's just sending them away for now. They're not really gone and their stories aren't resolved or anything. They're just sent away. Now, I do kind of wonder, how I said how complex will these relationships be? I don't want it to be super simple. The dad gets in trouble with the daughter for attacking the ghost. How different is sending them away from attacking them, I guess it's not violent, it's just pushing them aside for a bit. I don't know. But anyway, she'll talk for a bit and take her back to the farm where several of her peers are, a bunch of people who have gone through this as well, and we get to see stories about how each of these people wound up seeing Ghost, and yeah, there's like 7 of them there, and then we'll get how the anthology segment connects. She wants to prove herself, so she's going to listen to one of the ghost story, and I do like how this random ghost she picks out, it really does look like a random ghost that could be anyone, and I do like, that is a good aspect of this book is it's a whole crowd of people you don't know, but everyone does have a story, and each of these ghosts probably has a story as traumatic as this one. But we get a trailer, we get a mother with a young baby, the baby won't stop crying, and the husband is being mean and unsupportive of her. So she doesn't see any way out. She is going to try to make a deal with the spirits that live at this tree. It's a big old knotted tree that has a butcher knife stuck in it. And there come the spirits down to take a look at her and the baby. And I do love these little things, little green skeleton people, and they're all small and climb around on the tree. These are cool characters. This is definitely a case where I think the insert story is really, really interesting, and I wish we got more pages with that. Probably more interesting than the main one, I don't know. But yeah, I am kind of curious, because those look different from the other ghosts we've seen. I do like bigger ghost stories. I kind of wish that they would take up more of the book. I don't know. But as I said, it's interesting. I worry where this is going to drift, and I, again, don't want the one group to be too perfect, and I don't want the father to be too evil. I want it to be more nuanced, and that is my big worry with this book going forward. But as it stands now, going into part 2 and learning a bunch about that bigger world of people who see ghosts, I think it's pretty interesting. So fingers crossed for this book as it moves forward. Next issue will be the halfway mark, so curious for that. Anyway, to everyone who's watched so far, thank you for watching. To everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you. You really are helping the channel out. I'll leave a relevant playlist on the bottom. This should be my Ghostlore playlist where you can see my reviews for all the past issues of this book. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Relevant playlist on the bottom. Have a good day, guys.